James Patterson there, commencement address at the University of Wisconsin. Tonight we talk with the author about his new book. It's called Rocket's Red Glare, co-authored by retired Army soldier special operator Matt Eversman. Mr. Patterson, thanks for being here.
Hi.
It's quite a read.
The nice thing about the Wisconsin thing at the end of it, they gave me a standing ovation the first time they'd ever done that for a speaker. So that was nice.
Well, what you were touching there was how many people are touched by service and the U.S. military in particular. This book is quite something about special operators, special forces. Tell me about this and how you teamed up with Matt Eversman on this
I'm going to start with Matt Eversman. Matt was a sergeant portrayed in the movie Black Hawk Down. He was the real guy in Mogadishu. And he's a good friend. We have done some nonfiction books, Walking My Combat Boots. And he had this notion for a story. And on the thriller side, the idea of, what if we get attacked in America again? And a lot of people feel it's not an if thing, it's a when thing. And so to create a story around that, okay, what do we do if that happens? How do we prevent it? How do we stay safe? What are all our tools?
Yeah, and it's a really fast read, as all of your books are. I'm a big fan. Part of the book quote here, Rocket's Red Glare teams would ultimately answer to the president, but obviously in a completely unattributable way. The possibilities of fighting terrorists, human traffickers, drug smugglers, and dirty oligarchs were endless. We would be able to greenlight almost any mission. We just couldn't ask for help or tell any of the good guys about it. So it's kind of the secret side.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah. And you think that's a reality, huh?
I think a lot of people feel that, look, I mean, and this has always been true to some extent, maybe more now, we have a lot of mortal enemies. Obviously, with Iran now, Lebanon, Iraq, Russia, China, maybe Venezuela. And unfortunately, what's happened is if people can think of something, they then are capable of trying to do it. So it is a dangerous time. And, the nice thing about thrillers is you get closure, you get an ending. We want closure. We want to escape a little bit. I mean, obviously, a couple of days ago or a few days back, we had mixed martial arts at the White House, and a lot of people got to escape for a couple of hours.
I've escaped in the process of writing, and I know you've done it for many, many years. At the end of the book, you talk about childhood literacy and how it's a passion of yours.
Yeah.
That's something that you're fighting for the country.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, we both spent a little time in Florida. I worked with the University of Florida on a program. The percentage of kids reading at grade level is just a disaster, and it's preventable. The University of Florida has a program, get that number into the low 80s, and that will save literally thousands of lives if we can get these kids so that they're competent readers. So we can solve that problem. Or not solve it, but we can really make it a lot better situation.
Readers are leaders. You got it. James Patterson, The book is Rocket's Red Glare. We appreciate your time.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.